你好, my name is Eliza Chen. Welcome to my channel, Violoncello Tseng. In this video, I'm going to talk about some social movements. Why is it important? Because music mostly is influenced by the social events. Do you know jazz music is influenced by the blue music? And blue music is inspired by the spiritual music. Fortunately enough, I have a friend and has a doctorate degree in sociology. He is Jacob Huang. Let's hear what he said.
My name is Jacob Huang. I'm a sociology professor. I got my PhD at the University of North Texas back to 2015. So my research area is immigration, race and ethnicity, Asian American seniors, and religious studies. In the past few months, and we just realized a lot of social issues, especially social movements in terms of Black Lives Matters. So talking about the beginning of the events, that was started from the shooting of Floyd and in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was killed by the police. And so in the beginning, people were trying to protest against the police brutality. That means the police overuse his power, his authority over people without threatening factors or considerations as well, but also about racial profiling. So racial profiling is a type of institutional racism. That means about in our society, even right now, U.S. society doesn't have any slavery system in different places, for example, like a workplace, in politics, education, or like in your everyday lives. And somehow we just realize that racial profiling is everywhere. That means it's about an unconscious perception of your ability or someone's ability based on his or her racial characteristics. So these characteristics can be about the skin of color, can be the accent of speaking English, can be about your socioeconomic achievement and such and such. So therefore, we just realized about racial profiling. Somehow, people try to protest against the racial profiling that's been very, used by the police and to predict or to judge a person, especially about a racial minority person from a racial minority group, and with some unpredicted or dangerous characteristics, and which is not really true. But talking about riot, that was another social economic issues.
Yeah, it's very important to identify the differences. Thank you so much for explaining that. You mentioned about the Black Lives Matters. I noticed this movement started from 2012 or around 2013. So at the beginning, I really don't know why it is a Black Lives Matter, because like you mentioned, there's an anti-Asian thing. Why not all lives matters, and why we only emphasize Black Lives Matters at this point?
The idea of Black Lives Matters back to 2013, that was a hashtag on Facebook. The hashtag was inspired by the shooting of African-American teen was killed by police, Trent Martin, and back to 2012. So that's why this hashtag kind of inspires so many people across the nation wanted to join the movement to fight against racial inequality as well. So that's a reason we can see about it was on the social media. So back to the time, and lots of people across the nation, even they didn't know each other, but they joined this movement and try to pursue racial equality as well, and by using the idea of Black Lives Matters. But also in the past 7 years, and we just realized participants in this movement are not necessarily limited only for African Americans. We see lots of people from across different races and ethnicities and join together. So I would say until now, even we don't really say all lives matter, even we believe all lives matter, but somehow Black Lives Matters becomes has its own symbolic meaning toward to the equal opportunities or equal rights, especially in the within the social structures for all, racial minorities, or I would say not necessarily been limited by racial minorities, can be for everyone in the United States.
Right. So I think BLM now is for every ethnicity, and then I also think it's a very important social justice movement too. Thank you so much for the quick analysis. Is there anything you want to address?
Oftentimes people ask me what's the ultimate solution for racial inequality, or whether someday we're going to have build up a society without the racial issues. So I want to say the first step is very important, is the reconciliation. So that means about we have to recognize where we are and who we are, and also we bring the differences and very genuine and very honest to each other, and also try to figure out how to reconcile what the gaps between each others, historically or recently, and later on to build up a common ground, for people from different backgrounds, from diverse backgrounds as well, and for us to realize we should be united together in the same society. So because that's about the way how we, how the society can be stronger as well.
Wow, thank you so much for pointing that out. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Please leave the comment below. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I will see you next time.